Hey guys, how's it going? So today's video is going to be basically a how-to on installing this garter recoil rod for the WE AK-74UN. This piece, I bought it off of eBay for maybe like 20 or 30 bucks. This is designed to replace the gas piston rod for a much heavier like piece of steel to give it a heavier recoil. So this is kind of something that I got because I already love the recoil of this thing, but being the little pot metal piece that's in there now, it doesn't really kick as hard. But until you put one of these, you'll notice a significant, just monster kick to this thing. So basically going to be a how-to video on how to get this thing installed. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so starting with what you'll definitely need for this is definitely a set of pliers. I got some vice grips here because you are going to need something with a serious grip in order to remove the old gas piston rod. So we'll go ahead and get into that, and I'll show you what I mean by that exactly. So first things first, we'll go ahead and get that magazine out of there. Make sure that we rack the charging handle back just to engage that hammer. And then go ahead and pop this top off like so, and then that'll expose the spring and then the charging handle. So we can go ahead and get this piece removed, put it to the side. Then we can bring this piece all the way back, and then it just comes out like so. So basically now we can just kind of put the gun at the side. And now what I meant, obviously you can see that I've already had this thing removed. You can see the marks on there from the vice grips or the pliers I used when I first did this. But this is just kind of showing you step by step of what you would experience at the time of this this change up here. So basically you got your charging handle, and the piece we're going to be changing is this whole entire portion. This is what comes stock with the WE AK-74. So basically where you're going to want to grip this when you have the fresh glue on there is because there's some kind of special, not too sure what kind of glue there is, but the glue does appear to be some kind of very durable adhesive. So just trying to crank this out with your hand is not really going to do any magic. So this is going to be where those vice grips are going to come in handy. So basically, or any plier in general, if you don't have vice grips, not the end of the world. So let me just readjust these real quick so I can get a good grip on this and lock it in. Okay, just there we go. So now I got it locked in. Basically what you're going to want to do is, it's going to be, so if you're holding it like this, get a firm grip on that charging handle just to not snap anything, because there is some serious force here. So you're going to go in this direction, going down. You're going to go down and then just kind of go in torquing motions just to torque it out of there. And then eventually you're gonna break loose that super strong adhesive, and then the rest of it you can just unscrew it like normal. So now here's the old recoil rod, and you can see it's made very, very thin metal, the popular pot metal that WE likes to use. And here we can compare the two, and then you can kind of see that this has more of like a matte finish because it's steel. So it kind of has that finish of like the KWA guns, and then that's what the inside looks. The weight, this thing probably weighs maybe as much as 2.5 of these. So there's a huge weight difference between the two. So you'll definitely feel the heavy recoil with this one. So basically now we'll grab this this charging handle. That's what it's going to look like. My only dream is for one day for them to make this thing out of steel too. And this, oh my goodness, it will kick like a mule. But anyway, so just getting that screwed in is going to be like normal, since this won't really have anything on it and the glue will already be worn out and taken out. So you can just screw that on like so. You can put some Loctite on there, or maybe some of that plumber's tape. But I mean, honestly, this is a piece that's not really going to do anything. You could honestly just hand tighten the hell out of this, and then you wouldn't really have any problems. So now once you got that squared away, you can go ahead and grab your AK. From there, go ahead and just put everything back. Basically going back is, you know, same way you took it apart, same way it's going to go back in. And then go ahead and put the spring in there. Okay, so now we got it in here now, and then we can go ahead and just get that closed. And I usually like to pull this a little bit just to make this button pop out. You'll see. See, clicked in. Just by moving it in, that'll kind of engage it. So bam, that's gonna be that easy installation. So now you can see that rod. It even looks a little bit better in my opinion. And I mean, you'll already, just by racking this a few times, you'll already just feel the difference of just that huge chunk of weight just slamming back and slamming forward. You can see in my previous videos with this on, and then I'll also show you a video with just a regular one, just so you can kind of see the difference of the kick. Maybe to the untrained eye, I guess, you might not really see much, but I mean, in this kind of sense for airsoft, it's more of a feel thing than anything. You'll definitely need to get a feel for it yourself to kind of shoot it and then kind of compare the two for the recoil power. But basically, this is what I had today, just a short little snippet on how to install this guide rod. It's basic, it's really basic, nothing to it. The only difficult part is just breaking through that glue in there, and not to make sure you break any of the metal pieces, since it is the cheaper metal. If you torque it too hard, you might snap something. You know, that's going to be always a risk. But anyway, that's the how-to video. If you guys got any questions for me on this gun, or want any other cool how-to videos on this gun, or any gun in general, let me know. I'll definitely make some more videos. But that's all I had for you guys. Take it easy.